Today's ETF strategies segment is brought to you by State Street Spider ETFs. And even with the market at record highs, 2019 has definitely been a volatile year. One strategy for weathering market turbulence is by investing in companies with attractive and growing dividends. Joining us to talk about dividend strategies for your portfolio through an ETF lens is Simeon Hyman. He's global investment strategist at ProShares. Thanks so much for joining me today, Simeon.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we are at record highs or near them, but it's been quite a volatile year. So tactically, how should investors be approaching their portfolio to tackle all of this volatility?
You know, this is, as many people have referenced, one of the most hated bull markets we've ever seen. And yet it keeps going up. One of the reasons why you kind of have to be invested is, what are your alternatives? I mean, bonds are still extremely expensive, yields are starting to creep up, so there's risk kind of everywhere, and you kind of need to participate, but perhaps in a way that's thoughtful. And that's really where the dividend growers come in, the opportunity to have a strategy that, you know, offers some good defensive attributes, but also participates quite well as well.
Right, and with companies that are growing their dividends and have a long track record of doing so, also speaks to the quality of their fundamental performance as well, right?
That's exactly right. You know, at ProShares, we focus on a suite of ETFs focused around dividend growth, and the hallmark is, as you mentioned, the long track record of continually growing dividends. You can't lie about dividends. You have to have the cash flow, you have to have the margins. All those things have to be there, and it's what contributed back in last Q4. We forget that there was this big sell-off last Q4. Tremendous downside protection, and yet participation reasonably well this year. So if you look at what would almost be 5 quarters at this point, you see the proof point of these strategies that, as I said, are sort of a great solution for, I hate this market, but I gotta be in it. Let me be in it with high quality companies.